Hello everyone, this is Hadrian. Thank you for being here. Let's play some more of The Long Dark in our Against All Odds series. This is episode 70 of Against All Odds Season 2. Thanks so much for following along for the series so far. As I mentioned in the past couple of episodes, just to kind of warm everyone up for it, I will be transitioning back to Subnautica for the second part of that series, Into the Locker, which I'm very excited to jump back into. And I know you guys are probably excited to see it again as well. The content switches have been going well so far. But of course, I will bring this series back for another 20 episodes after that, as long as the series is still going. We're alternating between those two series on the time slot right now. If you are watching this in the backlog, none of that matters to you, because you can just skip to the next episode after this one is over, and it'll be there because it's in the backlog, and we've already gotten that far. So that's what's going on. If you happen to get this far and episode 71 is not available yet, it's because Subnautica's second part is still going. So anyway, thanks for hopping in to join me today. Hey, look, there's a wolf. Like right where I need to be. We're going to try and get around it. But I have a feeling he's going to see us. Got a feeling. Oh, maybe not. Nope. We're moving away from him now. This is where we wanted to be. Awesome. Okay. Well, we got away from him. Wasn't expecting that. I haven't actually been down this way yet in this series. But we are, in case you missed the last episode, if you have no idea where we are, where we're going, I am going to go to Timberwolf Mountain. It's going to happen. We're not necessarily going to be able to see a bunch of it, I don't think, this episode. But darn it, we're going to try. Oh, hey, burned out houses. I forgot about those. Yeah, we're gonna get back there, and we are going to kind of settle in for a bit. And when we get back, and when season 2 of Against All Odds continues, again, if you're in the backlog, then you can just watch this in the next episode. But in the coming episodes, what we're gonna do is really explore Timberwolf Mountain more. Really another wolf? Really explore Timberwolf Mountain more than we ever did in the first season of Against All Odds. So I'm excited about that. Because Timberwolf Mountain really was, in a way, what killed me. I spent several of the last episodes... It didn't literally kill me. I wasn't in Timberwolf Mountain when I died. But I spent several episodes trying to find it, because I had never been there before. Oh, look, there's a body. Okay. Because I'd never been there before, and I wanted to find it. I mean, I knew its entrance was in Pleasant Valley, so I think I kind of looked around. I didn't even know how to get there, so I was just kind of feeling my way around. Again, I don't really use maps, so I was reasonably confident, shall we say, that its entrance was in Pleasant Valley. But I didn't quite know for sure, so I spent a lot of time kind of fumbling around in the terrible weather of Pleasant Valley. I know there's a wolf. Where did he go? Oh, Jesus. Right there. He's probably, like, you guys are probably screaming at me like, he's literally right there! Not gonna take the resources off him right now, because we need to keep moving. But yeah, so I looked for it, and I found it, and I was like, okay, cool, well, I need to head back down, because I'm pushing it. I'm getting hungry, I'm getting tired. I don't have food with me here, so I need to... Alright, derelict cabins. I remember this now. Painkillers.
Man, I'm not sure I can carry much more.
You'll be okay. Don't need a toque. Hey, tin of sardines. I will never complain about finding additional salvageable food. Never complain. Ah, my favorite track begins. So yes, when I was on my way back, I like to listen to this track. When I was on my way back from Timberwolf Mountain, when I was trying to get back to safety, that's when I died. I made a few stupid decisions, forgot a few things, died. We're definitely a lot more tired than I was expecting to be when we got this far back. So what we're going to have to do is shelter up and get a little bit of rest. Hopefully it doesn't turn to a blizzard. I mean, I've got much better clothing than the last time I was in this position, so I'm not scared. I've mentioned several times in the last few episodes I don't want to leave this on like too terrible of a cliffhanger, so I want to try and leave us in a good place. But right now I'm actually pretty tired, and seems like, I mean, the weather's pretty good. I don't see any clouds rolling in at all. So we're making our way back towards the Timberwolf entrance. It's up this road and like off to the right. These guys are circling something though. Deer carcass. Oh, there's a cave. Let me make sure I've been in there. I'm pretty sure I haven't actually. Make sure there's not a bear in there either, for that matter. Awesome. Okay. Nothing in here. I almost wish that I could... I mean, it would be... I don't know. Like, I don't have wood on me to cook. But where I'm going, there usually is wood. Hey, those birds just flew through the land. I saw that game. I'm pretty sure they just flew through the ground. Through the snow. That's lovely. Yeah, I'm surprisingly tired. I think just because we've been somewhat... How much am I carrying right now? Actually, I'm not that encumbered. Really not. It's just when we left for this journey, we weren't particularly awake. We'd expended half of the day's energy, so... Trying to keep my head on a swivel for any bears back here, because we're definitely in the wilderness now. The road is starting to fade away. We're still on a road right now, if you can tell, but it's not going to be around much longer. Thankfully, though, we're pretty close to the entrance here. See, here's this bridge. It's always very telling when you get here. See, there's another fallen tree. It's not the one that I was thinking of a few episodes back, but... Alright, I feel like we're really close now. I actually don't remember the exact spot where this entrance is. I just kind of know... Oh, hey! 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 Okay, awesome! There are the cars. Okay, I feel like the entrance is back there. But a car would be a great place to rest right now. Because the weather's not awful. And if I could just get like a few hours rest in me... Well, I don't know. Like, I might need to rest the night. This could get ugly. We'll see how this goes. But... it's good that I found those cars. This is the wreck spot that I was talking about. I knew it was back here. And I knew I might be a little bit closer to it coming this direction. But I think there's actually 2 or 3 vehicles here. In addition to maybe a human body. Yeah. Okay, that's good. Yeah, there's these. Yep, 3 vehicles. Perfect. Absolute perfection. Hey, dear. Point of disagreement. I always wanted to know why it was called the point of disagreement. Let's open the trunk. Don't really need newsprint. Anything in the back seat? Nope. Anything in the front seat? Yes, granola bar. Orange soda. Awesome. This is the other reason I was kind of excited. So it feels like 55 degrees in here. And we would get a 20-degree warmth bonus if... I didn't need scrap metal. I need to drop that. Didn't need it. That is needless burden. Alright, let's look in the glove box. I didn't need cardboard matches either. Here, we'll pop the visors down just for safety's sake. There's never anything under the visors. I've checked. Okay, so there's a dead body. There's a couple of dead bodies. So maybe they disagreed about something and shot each other. But there's not enough detail in the corpses yet that's been added to Oh, look, there's an energy bar. That's awesome. Stale chocolate bar. Okay, good. At least we've got some food now. It feels like 55 degrees in here. Oh, the energy bar's ruined. Well, that's useless to me. I've never picked up an item that's been ruined. That sucks. Alright, so we're gonna eat that. Alright, weather's looking pretty rough. I'm gonna keep exploring for a little while longer, but we are tired. What I'm hoping for is that something I completely missed in my previous run of Against All Odds Season 1. I don't think I even went in it, but it was pointed out to me after the episodes had gone live that there was a prepper cache near the entrance to Timberwolf Mountain. Now I'm going to look for that. So we should be pretty near where that place is. Yep. There it is. That's the rope climb leading up to Timberwolf Mountain. And it actually looks... Right, no, that's an outhouse. That is an outhouse. That's not... For a second I was like, is that an actual place where I could potentially... Actually, one thing I could do right now is something I actually did in Season 1. When I found this spot here, I could hunker down inside this little hollowed out house. I could start a fire. It's completely sheltered from the wind, so as long as I had a fire going, I would actually be warm enough in there. Believe it or not. That's the way to Timberwolf Mountain right there. But let me not give this a fair shake first, because this prepper cache is hiding in plain sight. Is the definition of hiding in plain sight. Actually, wait. First, let me go through here and see what I can find. I just walked right past it the first time. Yes! Everything is awesome. Everything is so great. Okay. Oh, there's another hacksaw. What have we got? Actually, it doesn't look like there's much in here. Let's look in the lockers. See what we can find. Every now and then there's a prepper cache that's kind of like a prepper's abandoned cache. So there's not going to be as much here. But hey, third prepper cache in one series. Not a bad way to end the second part of Against All Odds. Season 2. This will give me a place to rest where I'm completely safe. Oh, this is wonderful. And I'll be able to go up in confidence. And there's a workbench here, too. Not that I really am going to need it or use it. All right, here's some more lockers. I didn't... Oh, why am I picking these up? I don't need them. It's stupid. Stupid, stupid, stupid. Put both of those away. Don't need either of them. Nothing in the grate. Nothing in the grate. Look in the drawer. I'll take cloth. Take a sewing kit. Might be worth bringing back with me. So it's abandoned, but the main reason I wanted the prepper cache was not for supplies. It was for shelter. So this is perfection on a stick, my friends.
I'll take it.
Okay, not a lot of fuel in there. Not worth it. All right. Doesn't appear to be anything else in here, which is disappointing. But again, we're here for the shelter, and we officially have it. So, we've got 3 hours of daylight left. Here's what we're going to do. We are going to drink these sodas we have on us. The lower condition ones. And that's pretty much going to fill us completely up calorie-wise and thirst-wise. And now we're going to rest for a long time. We're going to rest for 7 hours. I'm going to guess that a storm is about to roll in overnight. That's what I would suspect. I really hope one doesn't, because it would give us... You've survived for 69 days, 11 hours, 35 minutes. Not bad. All right, I'm going to go ahead and drink some water, which will relieve some of my burden a little bit. That's good. All right, and how rested are we? We're pretty rested. Let's go ahead and pass time for 3 hours. Then we should be able to rest for 4, I would imagine. Should be able to get away with that. And that will put us right at about dawn. Resting for 4. and dawn. I don't hear any wind. I don't see any question marks. That is a very good sign, folks. Let's go ahead and drink this, not just any grape soda. Had to get one last one in before the end of the second part here. And then drink this water as well. And you know what? I'm going to eat this stale chocolate bar. It's going to reduce my thirst meter a little bit, but it's going to put our calories back up above 2,000. So assuming the weather is good outside, we are in prime condition to go up and pay Timberwolf Mountain a visit. It is time. Oh, I'm so glad that Prepper Cache was there. So happy. So that's 3 Prepper Caches we've now found in one series, and there could potentially be more. Hey, not bad. Feels like 30 degrees. Am I carrying anything I don't need to carry? Nope. Let's do this, people. Up we go. Oh, I'm so excited. This is a much better set of circumstances for me to be going back to Timberwolf Mountain than the last time I went up here. And by the way, if you're wondering, I have not been to Timberwolf Mountain since the ending. I just haven't had time to play outside of stuff. I've been playing strategy games with my spare time outside of this. But yeah, this is the first time I've been up to Timberwolf Mountain since the end of Season 1 of Against All Odds. So I'm very excited about this. I'm also very excited about the fact that I feel like I have supplies, that I know I'm going to find supplies here, and that I have about 10 minutes left in this episode to just kind of screw around and maybe do things. We'll see. I don't know how far I can get in 10 minutes, but we'll see what we can try and do. It depends on how the weather is up at the top of this mountain. I don't know if the weather pattern is any different than Pleasant Valley. I'm hoping it is. Hoping it's a little bit kinder. Those of you who know if it's better or worse might be laughing at me for saying that, but I mean that. I'm hoping it's a little bit more pleasant. We should be hitting the transition point. I think it's right around this corner, actually. And we will officially be in Timberwolf Mountain. It's technically still nighttime. Less than 1 hour of darkness left. It's still dawn. Leave Pleasant Valley. Yes, please. Get me the hell out of Pleasant Valley. For the love of all things holy. Alright, here we are. Timberwolf Mountain region. Feels like 29 degrees. Weather's about the same, which is to be expected. It'd be weird if the weather was suddenly different. Okay. I'm also just excited, in the coming episodes of this series to get just a good view of Timberwolf Mountain. I want to know what it looks like, Actually, come to think of it, the shelter that's up here, suddenly I'm a little bit concerned, because I know there's a shelter here that doesn't quite have a roof. Now I'm trying to remember if going inside it allows you to save. Because if not, that could be problematic. It should. It really should. But I feel like it's different from other areas in Timberwolf Mountain. So, that could be bad. In terms of just ending this episode on a reasonable note. Because, of course I have to stop recording here. I'm not sorry to get technical and break the immersion a little bit, but I have to stop recording here. Okay, so it feels like 30 degrees. Snow is getting a little worse, which is worrisome. Especially considering what I'm talking about right now. Alright, so we found the landing gear. We're gonna keep walking, and I hope that the areas, the few inhabitable areas that do exist. I know where one is. I'm going in the same direction as I went before when I was here. I'm hoping that I can go inside and say, okay, it feels like 31 degrees. That's good. Temperature rising. I want the temperature to keep going up. I don't want it to get colder, because colder would be bad. Colder would be quite bad. Uh-oh. That's not looking good. Uh-oh. I need visibility, please. Don't do this to me now, game. Thank you. Okay. Now the question is, can I save when I get in here? Because this weather's starting to look pretty rough. As long as I can save, as long as I see a save indicator when I pop my head inside this little cabin, I'll be happy. There's also a fishing hut nearby as well. I think I caught a fish there last time, as a matter of fact. Yeah, see, this is... Yes, I don't know if... Okay. Yeah, the game definitely did not save just now. Well, crap. Well, here's what we're going to have to do. Feels like 49 degrees in here. We're going to need to sit this blizzard out, and then I'm going to need to keep exploring to see if there is an internal area anywhere where I can save. Because I can't stop recording this episode until that happens. Oh, wait.
Best be prepared for anything.
Never mind. For a second I thought, wait, decent thermal underwear. I've already got thermal underwear, right? Sure I do. Yeah, I've already got new wool long johns. Alright. Drop. Alright, let's at least scavenge this place real quick.
Probably useful.
So there might be some extra length on this episode for you guys, depending on how long this this storm lasts. We've got some firewood here, that's good. Got a flare here. What's the warmth bonus on one of these beds? 9 degrees? No, my bearskin bedroll would be better in here.
Whew, this pack is getting kind of heavy.
I know. Summit soda? Summit soda when we're near the summit of Timberwolf Mountain. Oh, how clever you are. Feels like 46 degrees, 45 degrees. Might need to start a fire. Climber's Journal. September 5th, arrived at the base of Timberwolf Mountain. Looks like there are some nice cracks, just like Clive said. Going to set up a top rope and do some bouldering until the others show up, hopefully soon. September 6th, wonder if my friends got lost, that they still haven't arrived. Wake up in the night to deafening noise and fire on the mountain. Went to check it out, but the weather got nasty and I couldn't find my way. September 7th, clear day. I went out again. Found some metal cargo crates. They look like they might have come from a plane. There's still smoke coming from the summit. I'm heading out to see if I can make it to the peak and learn more about what's going on. It was like 32 degrees now. Definitely need to start a fire. So let's take care of that. Fire striker. Tell you what. Let me break apart. I want to make sure I get the maximum usage out of this newsprint that I have on me. So we're going to harvest this for some tinder plugs. Still feels like 33, so we're not actually suffering from the cold right now, but there's definitely a blizzard outside. I just hate that I'm not in a place where I can save. Let's do the fire striker. I know you don't hate it. You want to see more Timberwolf Mountain. It's not a bad thing in that way. Alright, we're not going to use an accelerant. We're just going to start the fire with what we've got and hope for the best. We just want to make sure this place stays decently warm while this storm is happening.
Come on, little fire.
We've got the whole day ahead of us, so hopefully this storm blows over in a second. And I can continue to... Let's see. Yeah, hopefully the storm blows over in a second, and I can continue to explore a little bit and find a place where I can go inside. Because there must be one. There's got to be a place to save in Timberwolf Mountain. Let's have a look at our fire starting skill, because I'm so curious. Alright, that's how close we are. We've got exactly 1 hour on this fire. I'm going to pick up a couple of pieces of this firewood, just add it. So now we got 3 hours on it. We're going to put down our bearskin bedroll. And we're going to sleep for 3 hours. Yep. There's the sound of an official blizzard, as opposed to an unofficial blizzard. Yep. Still really rough outside. Still got 1 hour on this thing, so we're going to rest for 1 more hour. I'm just hoping this storm doesn't last all day. This is rough. Still really crappy. Alright, we'll tell you what, we're going to put this last piece of wood in the fire. Get another couple of hours out of it. Tell you what, let's go ahead and drink some... We picked up a number of sodas. Let's go ahead and drink some of those. I'm going to drink 2 of them, in fact, 'cause that'll free up a pound. Alright, now we're going to rest for another hour. Still question mark hours of daylight left. This storm is not letting up. It's been blowing for a while. 45 minutes left on the fire. Is there a limb nearby that I can break down really quick? Anywhere? Yes, there is. So really cold. Not good to do this, but we need the wood. Not good at all. Actually, the temperature's rising right now. Oh, good. The storm went away. Thank God. Alright, so I'm just going to put that wood up. It actually feels like 35 degrees right now, so let's check our clothing. Yeah, the condition of our clothing went down a bit just on account of staying out in that mess. But we've got 6 hours of daylight left, and hopefully that's the last of that storm. So now we need to keep looking around. I'm going to pop in here and drop all this stuff down. Now, where should I look? Have I got enough on me? Oh yeah, I've got plenty of stuff on me to eat and drink. I'm gonna head this way. And see what's beyond that fallen, Crystal Lake. I'm gonna see what's beyond the fallen, tree trunk. I don't know where the actual peak is. I imagine that's the summit. But I really have no idea. We're, of course, already at a slightly higher elevation. God, I want to go into that fishing hut, but that wolf is patrolling awfully close to it. This is so cool. See, I've mentioned a number of times in recent recordings of The Long Dark how much I envy people who still get to experience The Long Dark as a new thing. And I've actually warned people against watching too many Let's Plays of The Long Dark. And it's a very sincere warning because I know they can be very entertaining. That's part of the reason that I do them, especially, you know, when the player seems to know what they're doing and you can watch and learn that way. And anytime you're watching someone play a challenging game, there's something to it. There's a reason that so many Let's Players do it. There's a reason that it's a viable form of entertainment. So I get it. But at the same time, like, there is so much about The Long Dark that is experienced and never experienced again when it is completely new to you. And that is not something that... Okay, that wolf is pretty close to me still. That's not something that anyone should take lightly. It is a force of nature. Believe me, it is something that is just so, so powerful when you get to explore these spaces for the first time, and when you get to be caught in a panic in a blizzard because you literally have no idea where you are or how to get to shelter. Once you have been to these places a couple of times, the maps don't change too much. Oh crap, that's a bear. The maps don't change too much. Like, you don't know where the bears are. You don't know when you're about to walk up on, you know, some wildlife that could kill you. And it's just the most amazing thing when it's brand new. Oh wow. Oh, wow. Okay. Hang on. We're going to very carefully look over this. There's a plane engine there. 5 hours of daylight left. Feels like 51 degrees. Looks like a cargo crate. There's a wolf as well. Okay. Well, I don't need a plane engine. I need a man-made dwelling. I know from reading about the Long Dark in the past, or reading about Timberwolf Mountain, that there's not a lot of man-made stuff in Timberwolf Mountain. So I might just be wasting my time right now, and I hope I'm not. But I can't... Basically, I can't stop recording until I find a place where I can save. So what I might have to do here in a second, folks, is go ahead and record way in advance the first episode of our return. Uh-oh. Don't tell me storm's coming back. Is the weather just as crappy here as it is in Pleasant Valley? Yeah, this doesn't look good. This looks like it's getting worse again. Yeah, this isn't fun. This is not fun for someone who doesn't know their way around the zone they're in. Because I'm very much at the mercy of whatever this crap wants to throw at me. I'm going to run over here real quick and see if I can see anything over this ridge. We need to go that way. Well, I don't know. Like, it seems like it's getting worse, but at the same time, like, there was just a big blizzard, and it's still 54 degrees right now. 54. So it should be okay. I just want to look over this ridge and see if I can see, like, a dwelling. Just a tiny, tiny little shack somewhere. And hopefully not a bear. Because that's the opposite of what I want. That is everything opposite of what I want right now. .53 degrees. What's that down there? That looks like maybe just another piece of the plane. There's a bear. I don't want to get too close to him. 51 degrees. That temperature drop is making me nervous. I'm not going to walk too much farther this direction. Anything man-made? Anything at all? The temperature drop could just be related to time of day, but I'm going to try not to push my luck too much. See a wolf in the distance. There's definitely a lot of wildlife out here. I'm going to have to keep my head on a swivel more than ever being in here. Okay, I'm just going to go back down this direction because this is the lake. And at least I know where I'm going here. Let me not get sprained. Well, actually, you think... I think what I'm going to do... is I'm going to... Rather than record ahead, because I just feel like that would be wrong in some way, I'm going to stretch this episode's length a little bit longer. And I'm actually going to try and brave this weather here, just to give you a nice... I said it wouldn't be too much of a cliffhanger, but... and this wind is blowing in my face too, but I'm going to try and push my way back toward the entrance to Timberwolf Mountain. And I'm going to get back to... There's a wolf over there. I need an interior location before I can cap this episode, before I can cap this save. And right now this zone is not, it's just not giving it to me. It's just not. So, tell you what, I'll go around this way just to see if there's something in this direction. Because I feel like it's worth looking, but I'm going to move in this direction because I feel like I'm going to try and get back to the location of the, I'm going to get back to the location of the prepper cache and save there. It stinks in a way because, you know, if I knew my way to like the areas where I could save in here, then it would all be okay. But I don't. And without the ability to save, which the Lawn Dark only saves when you step inside somewhere, then, yeah, I don't want to tire myself out too much because I've got climbing to do. But without the ability to save, I can't stop. But I also don't want to record ahead. I'm repeating myself at this point, but I don't like to let episodes run this long, but I also, yeah. Unfortunately, the wind is kind of blowing in our face again. wouldn't be the Long Dark. It wouldn't be a finale of an episode where I'm trying to get something done without this happening. It seems like the weather's kind of fighting itself here. Okay, I definitely see a breeze, but right here in front of me, I see snowflakes that are kind of just falling more gracefully. The landing gear should be over to my left. Yep, there it is. Oh, I wonder what's up there. I just don't know anything about this zone. I haven't been here that often. It's so alien to me. If it were less windy right now, I would maybe explore up that direction real quick and see if there's anything man-made. But for now, I'm just going to I'm going to head back towards the landing gear and head back in the way I came, which I think is this direction. I think. Maybe. I hope. Yeah, I feel like it's actually through here. If I'm wrong, then we'll find out. Yeah, it is. It is. Or it might be over there, but... Yeah, this actually... I don't think this is it. I'm lost. But hey, I'm gonna go this way a little bit, just because... If I spot something, if I spot somewhere where I can go indoors, then that's just as good. It's not likely, because this is a very... It's very wildernessy, but this is a location in the Long Dark where you can start the game. So they wouldn't make it a start location if there weren't some place where you could save the game. That just makes no sense. Just hoping I don't run into a bear anywhere. What's that? What is that? Looks like just rock. Okay, I'm not gonna wild goose chase this too much. Let me turn back, go the other direction. So I need to hang a right here. This is the way I came. Thank you, footprints. Well, at least I'm seeing part 2 of this season off with a double-length episode, right? That feels like a good thing. Yeah, okay. I see where I need to go. Ish. See, this is why I'm excited about the next part of this series, is that I can come up here and really explore. Here we go. Here we go. Almost there. Oh, yes. Okay, now it's looking much more familiar. 3 hours daylight left. Crappy weather. I really want it to be, like, nice and clear next time we come up here. That would be awesome if it was just a clearer day. Might be too much to ask for, but it would be great. Round this corner and we will be almost there. The transition should hit us any point, any moment now, I think. Maybe we have to go past these trees before it hits us, but we're there, virtually. Hopefully you figured out by now that there's... I mean, if you want to stop watching, you can. I don't edit my content just because... I mean, if I were to say, well, hey, let me cut this here, and then I ran into a bear, you know... What I mean is, if I were to say, like, cut this episode at a certain point and then start re-recording when I was close to the point where I wanted to save, you know, just to cut out this whole period of me just trying to find my way back to this area when nothing happened. Let's say I ran into a bear or a wolf or anything like that. If something happened when I wasn't recording, that would take away from the experience. So, but by all means, if you don't want to hang around to see if anything like that happens, I will see you when Season 2 returns with episode 71. All right, we should be at the transition zone now. We're like right in front of it. Please? Or is it around this corner? There we go. All right, so we're going to leave Timberwolf Mountain. And we have a little bit farther to walk, but not very far. Then we just have a rope to climb down, a prepper cache to hop inside, and we'll be set. Kind of annoying that there's not a spot in there where we could have saved, but what can you do? All right, I'm not going to drain much more of my energy. I don't want to waste. I don't want to do something stupid. Because I could always end this episode by falling on my face. How much would that suck? The series could very well end right now if I was like too tired and like slipped down this rope. I'm pretty sure a fall from this height would kill me. Pretty sure. Alright, so here we are. Down we go. Oh, hey, look. How do you pick that stuff up? Oh, you can leave the rope at that point. Oh, that's cool. I didn't know that was a thing. I had no idea that the game allowed you to leave the rope in mid-climb. That's cool. I really like that. See, found out something new. Alright, now we're exhausted from climbing down that rope. I know, you're going to get some rest. We'll be fine. Alright. Back in Pleasant Valley, Miserable Valley, whatever you want to call it. Back in the new prepper cache, and we're going to see the magical icon right there on the right. Beautiful. Okay, well, that was a nice double-length episode. I was, I wish I had opened the episode going into it, knowing and thinking ahead that, oh, wait, there's not going to be a save point in all of the locations that you've already explored on Timberwolf Mountain. But I was just so excited to get up there. But we survived in much better condition. So we've got to rest, we've got to eat, we've got to drink, and when we get back up there, we've got to find some source of food. And obviously, if there is a source of food, we can get fish from the lake and we can kill deer. So we wouldn't be out of luck. There's plenty of wood. You would live off the land when we went up there, but chances are we'll be doing that for the first time, almost full time when we come back to Against All Odds for Season 2. So again, thanks very much for watching, folks. If you enjoyed the episode, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel if you're not already. Of course, Against All Odds is going to go on hiatus now, but starting tomorrow, if you are watching this live, we're going to bring back Into the Locker in Subnautica with episode 21 of that, and I'm very excited to jump back into that. So I hope you'll stick around, because it's another survival type of game. It's, like I said earlier in an episode or two ago, it's much more colorful than Alone in the Dark. It's a totally different setting than most survival games out there. A few other games do something similar to what Subnautica does, but Subnautica does it, I think, best. So I hope you'll stick around for that. Comments are always welcome on this series or the next one. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you in a bit.